March 1968. Somewhere in the vast, crushing silence of the North Pacific, a Soviet K-129 nuclear submarine vanishes. On board, 3 nuclear ballistic missiles, a crew of 98, and the Soviet Navy's most guarded cryptographic codes. The Kremlin launched the largest search and rescue mission in its history. For 2 months, they swept the waves. They found nothing. But while the Soviets searched the surface, the Americans were watching from the shadows, utilizing a top-secret network of underwater acoustic sensors. The CIA had tracked the exact moment the K-129 imploded. It sat 16,500 feet below the surface, 3 miles down, a depth where the pressure is enough to crush a main battle tank like an aluminum can. To the Soviets, it was a tomb. To the CIA, it was a gold mine. They didn't just want to find it. They were going to steal it. How do you build a 600-foot salvage ship in the middle of the Cold War without the KGB noticing? You don't build a spy ship. You build a legend. The CIA turned to the only man eccentric enough to provide the perfect cover: Howard Hughes. The public story was simple. Hughes was venturing into the future of industry, deep-sea mining. His new vessel, the Hughes Glomar Explorer, was supposedly designed to extract manganese nodules from the ocean floor. It was a brilliant deception. While the media obsessed over Hughes's latest business gamble, the CIA's technical directors were secretly outfitting the ship with a massive, heavy-lift mechanical claw. Its internal codename, Clementine. July 1974. The Glomar Explorer arrived at the coordinates. For weeks, the crew lowered miles of heavy steel pipe, section by section, through the moon pool, a hidden bay in the center of the ship that allowed the claw to descend without being seen by Soviet satellites. The tension on board was suffocating. Soviet tugs and spy ships were circling just yards away, watching the mining operation. 3 miles below, Clementine reached the silt. The claw was designed to envelop the hull of the K-129 and winch it upward. It was the ultimate grab, a multi-billion-dollar crane game where the prize was a nuclear arsenal. They had it. The submarine was off the floor, but as the claw lifted the massive weight, the steel began to scream. Halfway through the ascent, one of the claw's tines snapped. In an instant, the sub-hull fractured. 2/3 of the K-129, including the vital missile section and the code room, Emectastor, broke away and tumbled back into the abyss. The crew watched in horror on their monitors as their prize vanished into the darkness. All that remained in the claw was the bow section. Inside that recovered bow section, the CIA found the bodies of 6 Soviet sailors. In one of the most surreal moments of the Cold War, the CIA did something unexpected. They didn't treat the men as intelligence assets. They treated them as sailors. They performed a full military burial at sea, complete with the Soviet national anthem, and honors in both English and Russian. They filmed the ceremony, a film that remained classified for decades. When the story finally leaked in 1975, the CIA faced a crisis of exposure. They responded with a legal maneuver that would change government transparency forever. They issued what is now known as the Glomar Response. We can neither confirm nor deny the existence of the records requested. Project Azorian was a technical masterpiece and a strategic heartbreak. The CIA spent billions for a fragment of the truth. But in the world of the black files, sometimes a fragment is all you need to change the course of history. This was File 01. The files are open. Stay vigilant.